Hey, did you come here today to sell a property you own? Maybe you were browsing on social media, or maybe you looked us up on Google. Maybe we even called you, or we sent you a postcard in the mail. And you said to yourself, what is the story with these companies? Rest assured that you've come to the right place to learn all there really is to know about the We Buy Houses for Cash and the Cash for Houses companies. My name is Brent, and I'm the owner of Del-Val Home Buyers. In this video here, I'm going to go over all the information you need to know to vet and to verify the home buying company that you may be considering working with. And I'm going to give you a little bit more information about us in general. To start things off, there's a lot of skepticism out there about what we actually do. There are many people out there that say that all that these cash for houses companies do is offer you 30, 40, 50 cents on the dollar, that they don't provide fair offers, and that all the marketing information that lands in your hands is just BS. Well, I can't speak for most of the other companies out there, but I can say that I've personally helped hundreds of different buyers and sellers over the course of my 12-year career. We have built a great reputation serving individuals just like you in our local community. Okay, so let's get into exactly what we do as a house buying company. In the grand scheme of things, we buy properties with one of four intentions in mind. We will purchase a property to renovate it or restore portions of it with the goal of reselling it on the open market. So we flip your house. It's become extremely popular on HGTV and other flipping shows, as you may know. The second intention is that we will buy your property, do some light remodeling, and then keep it as a rental property. If it's a single family home or if it has multiple units, it doesn't really matter. In some cases, after doing our home evaluation and our walkthrough with you, we may come to the conclusion that the home isn't exactly the right fit for us. And in that case, we would reach out to other investors in our network who it might work for. And this is, of course, no additional charge to you at all. There's really no charges at all. They would provide you with an offer on your property, and this is the third scenario. So moving along to the fourth option, which may be the one that you're most familiar with, and might actually work best for you, is that we can list it for sale in the retail market, where we can get you, top dollar for your property. Hopefully, this option will allow other people shopping for a home to have access to your listing online through sites like Zillow or Realtor.com, and best of all, we can do it for as little as 4%. Where most other agents are going to charge you typically between 5 or 6%. So we have one of four potential options we can look at when we are meeting together to discuss what would work really best for you and for your needs. Now, each of these options has their pros and their cons, but we want you to know that it's our core mission to be able to explain all of these options to you clearly, so that you can make the best and most informed decision. So where do people get the idea that home buying companies only pay rock bottom prices for for these homes, or that they only pay 50 cents on the dollar? Well, in some cases that may actually be true, but it's really not all cases. Let's say your home needs $70,000 worth of remodeling to bring it up to these HGTV standards, or that they're maybe you have some mechanical or major foundational issues that, may need to be addressed before those repairs. Well, in those cases, of course, we wouldn't be able to make you a full market value offer. Let me give you an example of a gentleman I helped over in Bucks County. His name was Mike. He had a property that hadn't really been updated, we guessed, about 40 years. So there were issues everywhere. There were issues with his roof. The furnace was original, barely worked. The kitchen needed a full renovation. Cabinets wouldn't open, plumbing issues. Both the bathrooms totally needed to be updated as well. They were just barely functional. He didn't really want to have to spend the considerable amount of money, and more importantly, the time that it would have taken to update this house, this house. He also didn't want the inconvenience of listing the home on the market where he would have, needed to show the property to tons of prospective buyers, to wait for, and hope that a buyer would get approved for the loan, that it would pass all the specifications needed for a mortgage company, and then after all that's said and done, be forced to clean and empty out the house prior to settlement. So what we did in his case is we made him a very fair offer that worked for him, that was also a win for us. We purchased the property as is. We didn't have to clean the house. We didn't have to have him clean the house. He was able to leave behind whatever he didn't want, and he didn't have the hassle of dealing with contractors, which can be a lot. So what we did, we tried to create, and we like to believe that we did create a win-win situation here, where we were both really able to make a little money. He had peace of mind because he knew he would have a lump sum of money on the day of his choice, and we were happy with the investment choice we made. Now, I'm not trying to say that we don't want to make a profit. We are a business, and businesses need to make money to exist. But our philosophy is that we provide a valuable service first, so that our clients are able to move on. And if we succeed in that, we have done our job. So when we talk about what kinds of houses we buy, well, we buy all different kinds of houses. Nice houses, like the kind that you live in, houses that need all kinds of work or remodeling, single or multi-family houses, houses with any kind of issue that you may feel would be a hurdle to overcome when dealing with buyers off the street. In some cases, we've dealt with things like pet smells, hoarder houses, houses that have had fire damage or storm damage, even unwanted inherited properties. Honestly, we approach each unique situation without any judgments and an open mind. It doesn't really matter because we've seen it all and we're able to work with whatever issues exist. So if you're thinking this sounds good or sounds great or interesting to you, the next step would be how do you go about getting an offer? Well, you can do three things here. You can call the number on this website, and you'll likely talk directly with me or my partner, and we'll spend a few minutes talking about the property, what's going on, and what's on your wish list. Then we'll schedule a time to come out, and we'll take a look at it personally with you. Or if you don't want to call, just fill out the short form on the website here, and put your name and your address in, and we'll reach out to you within 15 minutes. We typically reach out with a call or a text. So of course, you do need to put your phone number in. So if you're interested in knowing what kind of cash offer you can get for your property, or to discuss selling your property on the MLS, just reach out to us. There really is no pressure. We'll be able to meet with you and quickly get you an offer in your hand so you can make the best decision you can. We also understand during these times when the pandemic has given us all kind of pause to meet in person, that you may just want to have a brief meeting virtually, either over the phone or a video call. So we completely understand that concern, and we really can accommodate whatever you need. So there really is no reason not to get some information about a cash offer on your property. It's completely free. Your information is safe and secure. And best of all, we may be able to solve your problem with just a simple conversation. In the worst case scenario, we get to the end of our chat and we figure out that none of our scenarios will work for you, or that the timing isn't going to line up with your needs. Then you'll have spent 20-30 minutes getting free knowledge, some contacts, and information on what a company like ours can do for you. We truly look forward to serving you, and thanks for watching.